Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. It is my pleasure to be here. My name is Sam, and I lead a team of food and wine vacations. Soon, you will be departing on your adventure to Provence. I hope that what you've learned today will help you on your future travels. So let's get started. What's on the agenda today? Weather, what to pack, what to wear, communications, money, jet lag, boarding the TGV tips, arrival day, amenities in your room, and bon voyage. So let's talk about the weather first. Let's talk about like two different seasons. I would say maybe spring and fall. The weather in Provence is pretty mild most of the time. It's not too hot and it's not too cold. I would say, late September and October, you may have a chance to meet the Mistral winds, the famous Mistral winds of Provence. And for that, I would suggest bringing a scarf for the ladies. It's just, just a little bit more windy, but doesn't mean that it's not cold or that it's cold or it's not sunny. In any case, it's a good idea to check the weather a few days before your travel, just to get really a more accurate information. As you can see, these are like the average temperature. The dress code in Provence, there's no need to bring an evening gown or a tuxedo. The French dress well, but they do dress casual, at least in Provence. Hey, that's the South. It's laid back. You can dress like you dress every day. If you ask how to dress up for dinner, well, think of it as if you're having dinner with friends. I suggest bringing a sweater or a jacket. The mornings are crisp, but the days are warm. It's also important to bring comfortable shoes. Very important. You will be walking in cobblestone streets, medieval towns, and gravel roads. And really try to plan what you are going to wear. You want to have space for things that you want to bring home. For the spring and the fall, the best is to go with layers. Some people like the cool weather and happy to go with short sleeve shirts. For others, light but long clothes would be a better fit, especially in October. Again, it's always good to have a light jacket with you. And the next one really is just a quick reminder for people who are traveling in coach. Each passenger can check in one suitcase up to 50 pounds for free and can take a carry-on. Please avoid taking with you on board liquids or things that TSA consider hazardous. And then I do want to give you a golden nugget, and hopefully from now on, that's the way you're going to travel, and it is bubble wrap. You want to have it in your suitcase from now on when you travel. It's cheaper to get it here at home. It's easier, and it's lighter. It will give you a peace of mind if there's something that you want to buy, and you want to wrap it in a way that it's not going to break. So whatever it is, it could be ceramics, wine, whatever it is. And you also want to pack a small umbrella just in case. Just throw it in the suitcase. Again, it's much easier when you have it with you, and it really doesn't weigh much. Communications. We all have the need to stay in touch these days. Many people travel with their smartphones, iPad, or laptops. Before boarding your international flight, turn off the data on your device. This will save you humongous charges. You want to ask your cell phone provider how much they charge for incoming or outgoing calls or for texting. You can also find it online on your cell phone provider's website. I can tell you that things are changing for the better, and cell phone companies offer different travel plans. Sometimes they call it a global passport and all kinds of things. So you do want to check it to see what would be the best fit for you, or what type of plan do you have. Skype is a great option to make phone calls while you travel. Signing up for Skype is free, and if the other party uses Skype, it's completely free. Skype also has a very low rate plan that is called Skype credit. You can put any amount you want, as little as $5 or $10, and that allows you to call people who don't have Skype. All you need is Wi-Fi, and it's a pretty easy thing to find nowadays. And also, if you want to have privacy, remember to bring earphones. And of course, you want to bring your cell phone chargers or the devices chargers, and remember to bring converters when you're traveling to Europe. It's very easy to find it nowadays. You can find packs of few of them in luggage compartment in places like TJ Maxx or Marshall, so that's pretty easy. You want to bring few of them with you, because that's how it is. Like sometimes you have it to your cell phone, to your laptop, to your iPad, or whatever, something else. So it's very convenient to have a few of them. And this is how you dial. So you want to remember always to start with the plus sign if you do end up. So the country code of France is 33. If you want to dial a US number, you start with the plus sign, the 1, and then the number. If you want to dial a local number, again, you start with the plus sign, the country code is 33, and then the local number. Money, money, money. The era of traveling with traveler checks is gone. The best way to travel is with a credit or a debit card. And there are two ways to do that. Either using the debit or credit card purchases or withdrawing money from ATM. Most credit cards charge a 3% fee for credit card purchases overseas, and up to $5 for an ATM withdrawal. You want to shop and see which of your cards give you the best rate. In addition to credit union banks, here is a list of cards that offer a low foreign transaction fee or a no foreign transaction fee. It's Capital One No Fee Hassle Card, Chess Sapphire Preferred, Chase Inc. Business Card, United Mileage Plus, Barclays Arrival World, Amex Platinum Card, Capital One Venture Reward, Bank American Travel Reward, Marriott, Southwest, Barclay Card, Arrival Plus, United Mileage Plus, City Hilton Honors, and another important thing to be aware of. For those of you who have pre or post plans and might need to purchase, just in this case, if you will have the need to purchase a train ticket from a ticket machine, you need to have a card with a chip. Europeans have been already using credit cards with the chip for some time now. To my knowledge, all the credit cards in the US have been replaced to have a chip as well. This is supposed to help with fraud protection, and we know how important it is today. Please remember to call your credit card company or bank and tell them that you will be traveling outside the US, so they do not decline any of the purchases that you make while traveling. They're pretty good in this. You should always bring multiple cards, using one as an emergency only backup. And this is just kind of a few tips from a long-time traveler about jet lag. During your flight, avoid overeating and caffeine. Although caffeine can help keep you awake longer, it makes you wake up more often, and once you do fall asleep, and so it reduces your total sleep time. And you want to stay hydrated. Drink at least 8 ounces of water for every hour you're in the air, even if you don't feel thirsty. If you wear contact lenses, clean them thoroughly before your flight. Use eye drops in the air, and consider removing your lenses if you nap. And the next one, I know it must be hard on some people. Avoid or limit alcohol in flight. Cabin air dehydrates passengers, and altitude changes can quicken the effects of alcohol. The rule of thumb is 1 drink in the air is the same as 2 or 3 on the ground. And now I want to talk and give you some tips about the TGV or TGV. If you're arriving to Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport, it's very convenient because the train terminal is located inside the terminal, inside the airport. All you have to do is pick up your luggage and follow the signs to the TGV. It's about 10 minutes walk in the airport. If you arrive early and have time, there is a coffee shop at the top of the stairs of the train terminal. There is a coffee shop where you can enjoy your first French pastry or a sandwich. It's also common in France to bring lunch or dinner with you on board the train and eat your meal leisurely. Well, meals are a holy thing in France. You'll see that. Okay, so whether you're in Paris or any other TGV station in France, there are boards with train arrival and departure. In order to not to get confused, you always want to look at your train number. See, for example, you have this kind of numbers. This is where you want to look in order not to get confused. To look at the number, not at the destination. Good chances are that your destination is a stop on this train route. One more thing to be aware of. Your train most likely will show up only 15 minutes or less before departure, so don't worry. Once it shows on the screen, check what platform you have to go to. This is it. It could be numbers like 45, 61, or letters like here, A, B, C, D. It depends at the station. Check your ticket to see what car and seat number you've got. Once you are on the platform, look for an electronic board. It shows exactly where the train cars will stop. Platform is divided to sections. So here you see, for example, if your ticket shows, for example, 730D, you have to stand at section 7 on the platform. It's great because you don't have to start running with your luggage. You'll notice also that each car has a clear identification number on its side. So you'll wait in section 7 or between section 7 on the platform. The train stop. You hop on the train and simply look for your seat. That's a pretty cool thing. And then again, for those of you who arrive in Avignon, if we have made different arrangement with you, you probably know it by now. Most of the groups meet at Avignon train station. Avignon train station is small. When you get off the train, it's very simple. That's how it looks. You go downstairs, which is the only way. And there is a newspaper shop and a coffee shop. Your tour guide will wait for you with a sign, food and wine indications. This is how it looks. So you get off. That's the store. That's where you wait. And our wonderful Marlene will wait for you, and she's going to take a good care of you. And to answer some question about like what do you have in your room? Yes, ladies, you're gonna have a hair dryer. There is also a vanity set. We have over there L'Occitane Provence toiletries. But for us ladies who love their specific brand of shampoo or soap, I really suggest bringing it in plastic travel bottles or jars. And of course, there is Wi-Fi at the villa. As for contact information, maybe by now you have received the packet that we've sent you, because usually with that we send the travel tips. It's kind of sort of a recap of this prep session, where you also have there the villa information, meaning the address, the phone and then the tour guide name and phone number. And you also have a US number to text in case you have some sort of a delay or an emergency that you want to tell us, because we do want to know about it in order to know how to how to coordinate it. And this is Pascal, your villa host. This is a gracious host. You will see. And this is me. I may pop up and say hi say hi to some of the groups, but I'm not sure. So we'll see, because I always like to stay involved and meet you, if not in Provence, hopefully somewhere else. If you have any more questions, please shoot me an email. Have a wonderful Provençal adventure. I want to wish you a wonderful trip. Au revoir.